Okay, this is a topic that you've likely seen here if you're a regular Steel and Vance viewer. These are shots of horses, live horses, being crated and loaded onto aircrafts and sent to become bashimi in Japan. This is awful. Even just looking at that picture makes me a little bit cringy.
It looks like sashimi, right? And so this is basically horses being forced to stand up on these long trips just to be slaughtered on the other side. Awful. And you know what? It just happened again. The bunch of horses coming out of Edmonton were shipped, and this has happened now to the tune of, I think, 14,000 horses from Canada, from Edmonton, Calgary, I think Winnipeg, being shipped overseas and to several places, in fact, so they can be eaten.
And the woman who is trying to end this single-handedly is the one and only Jann Arden. That was like suspenseful. Jann, no, Derek was holding up his finger going, wait for it. So Jann, you've been on this mission. When did it start for you?
I've been working with these horses and with the people that have started all this in 2006 for about 5-6 years now. And it has been a journey. So most of the time has been spent just bringing awareness, guys. That's all it's been, is letting Canadians know that this is something that happens. You can see my Say Nay hat, which is a little kinder version of the Horses Hit. The Horses Hit campaign. But yeah, it's anyone that you tell about very large draft horses, healthy horses that are raised in feedlots, purpose bred. These aren't just stray horses. These aren't just extras. These are purposely bred for that. And they're babies when they go. They're like 18 months old. And they're eaten, like you girls said, raw bashimi, which is basically sushi, for all accounts and purposes. Mm-hmm. And it's an 8,000 kilometer horrific journey. It starts in the feedlot into the 18-wheelers, into the trucks. You're seeing there the wooden crates that are built here in Calgary. And they have netting over them so the horses can't lift their heads up. Horses hate that. They're fright animals. I've been to many of the loads. They're foaming at the mouth. They're kicking to try and obviously get out. They don't want to go into the crates. It's when I first started going to these loads, the fence around the area where the horses are loaded into the building was about 4.5 feet high. You could see over it. And now the fence is 10 feet high. It's it's almost bubble wrapped so that you can hardly get your camera in there to take any pictures. The Korean Air cargo jet, of course, it can be 30 below, it can be 30 above. And, these horses suffer horrible turbulence. They often fall over on themselves during the flight, and they can never right themselves because they're in there with their companions. Broken legs. There's been many deaths. But anyway, it's time to end it. Canada is the last of certainly the G7 sending horses over there, and worldwide it's pretty much been banned. So it's time. The private members bill is on the House floor, and there's also a bill in the Senate. So we've caught the attention of a lot of people in positions that can change this.
Well, in fact, Jann, you had the Prime Minister wearing one of the shirts, and he made a promise that he was going to bring an end to this practice. And then here we are in 2023. I think he promised in 2021. Come on, what's taking so long?
I have to say that we photoshopped him into that team.
Okay.
I was going to let it roll. No,
but
he did promise.
But we did. He absolutely mandated it. Yes, he did, Jody. And he tracked me down. I was in Ottawa July the 1st to sing for Canada Day. And he got a hold of my record company, which got a hold of my management office, and my management office got a hold of my road manager. Anyway, he's like, can you be ready in 25 minutes to see the Prime Minister? And I just raced.
Yeah.
I just was sweating when I got there. But he just said, look, Jann, it's a money grab. We know that. A private member's bill, he walked me through it. This is why this could be a lot more effective for you and all the people that want this to end. And he said it's going to be a faster track than the mandate, because obviously we weren't getting anywhere on that. The Minister of Agriculture was basically just refusing to do what was asked of her, which was ending it. But it's all, blah, 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 this, and we're going to do this survey, and we're going to do another test and another study. Listen, this was banned in the United States of America. The Americans don't want it. So now the horses either go to Mexico or they come to Canada for slaughtering. And it just needs to end. It's a very, very small group of people making $25 million every year.
Wow. So Jen, we've only got 2 minutes to go here, but I want to make something abundantly clear to our viewer, and it's a point that you hit home every time. This is not employing people and feeding people. This is not about sustainability, because people are like, well, you don't have a problem with, you do, you're vegan, you're an animal activist, you're very forward with that, but there are a lot of people that are eating meats and seafood and what have you, and they're like, why do you have no problem with eating this, but you have a problem with that? This is different from that.
Yeah, this is just simply putting horses into boxes and flying them 8,000 kilometers. We are being asked, because of the climate crisis, to watch our carbon footprint, eat local, eat less meat, stop flying around the world so much. It's the antithesis. This practice is the antithesis of what we are being asked to do as global citizens. What can you do to stop climate change? Everything that they're not doing.
Right.
So handful of guys, they have to adapt. They have to change like the rest of us. All of our industries have been affected adversely by changes in the planet. It's time. And these guys these are rich men. This is not hundreds of Canadians that will lose the job. This is not part of our gross national product. This is a hideous part of Canadian agriculture. It needs to stop now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like animal cruelty. And we do know that government will move a little bit faster when the masses sort of come down on them and say, we want change. So how can everyone watching help?
Go onto our website, horseshit.ca, do the math in your head. There's a link you can click on there. Even though these bills are on the House floor, the private members' bill is going to its second vote. Let your MPs know, because they're the ones that are going to be voting on this. They're the ones that on November the 10th, they're going to be stepping up and they're going to be putting their hands in the air and they're going to say, do we want this or do we not want this? So please, please, please contact your MP. A phone call, an email. Our site makes it easy. So, just that awareness. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, make a social media post.
Yeah.
You use our assets, and we can do this. And even no matter what happens on the 10th of November, we will end this in Canada.
You've been absolutely at the forefront of this when people are like, what is Jann Arden talking about? And now it is landing on national news and people have had it. So with more people finding out about it and going to horseshit.ca, get it? horseshit.ca, one click, boom. And get a Say Nay hat while you're there. Jann Arden, you are our unofficial co-host, and we love you.
And you should Photoshop Poilievre's face wearing a T-shirt now too. And
let's go viral.
We'll get them all.
We'll get them all.
Yeah,
I like that. We'll get them all. Look out! We're going to Photoshop you.
Yeah,
AI is here to stay. Woo. So it's anyway. Thank you so much, Vance and Steele. You guys, Steele and Vance, love you guys, and hope to see you soon.
Yes,
thanks, Jann.
Whenever you're here. Oh my gosh, love her so much.
Yeah,
and hate the live horse exports so much. We need to call on our government officials at all levels to put their voices on this and make it stop. It is a no-brainer to make it stop. We're the last. This is ridiculous.
So what the hell is wrong with government, and what the hell is wrong with people in general?
Oh gosh.
That's coming up next. Plus lots of happy news to put a smile on your face.
Help.
Stay tuned.